got a couple things from Ulta. I'm going to put my hair up, and we all know it's not going to be pretty. But we're all friends here, so. I got some stuff from Ulta, as I do every month with my points. Y'all know I have an Ulta credit card that I pay off every month, and I get a ton, we can't do that. I get a ton of free makeup every month. Free makeup every month. Let's just put it down around my neck, shall we? So I got 4 new things, and I was playing around with them the other day when I was doing my makeup, and I fell so hard in love with the look that I did that I thought I have to do a tutorial on it. So that's what I'm going to do. It's just going to be kind of chatty, like, you know. I thought I would do a voiceover, but I just have a couple things I just want to say about these products, and I feel like it's not as easy to do that in a voiceover as it is in a chatty get ready with me. So let's go ahead and start. I have primed my eyes and with the soft ochre paint pot, and I have set it with a shadow in this palette. This is the shadow palette I'm going to be using today, and it's the new Tarteist Eye and Cheek palette, and it came with a small lip, like glossy lip paint and a mascara. So we're going to also use the mascara today, but it's a nice 6 shadow palette, and it's also got a blush in it. Normally I don't gravitate towards Tarte's palettes that much, but for some reason I really like this. It was at a good price point, and I felt like it'd be great for travel, so I got it. Now I am going to prime my face before we start on the eyes. I got a new primer, and this is the Pure Correcting Primer. Prep and Perfect. You know, when you see correcting primer, you think it's going to be like green, but this is just a plain white primer. I've only used it a few times, but I mean, so far so good. It doesn't really fill in pores. I don't really know what it does yet. We shall see. While that's sinking in, we will start on the eyes, and I'll zoom you in a little bit for that. So again, I have primed, and then I set with this color called Muse right here. And I don't know, these might be colors. No, I don't think these are in other palettes. I mean, they might be just re-promotes and renamed. A couple of them look similar to the Tartelette in Bloom palette, but I don't know. It's just a perfect travel palette. It's got your matte, like cream color. It's got a transition color. It's got a outer V, like darker crease color, and then it's got 3 shimmers and this really pretty blush. So I got sucked in, and I got it for free. So we're going to start with this color right here, this transition color called Sketch. And we're just going to put that in the crease. These are not the most pigmented shadows upon a first application, but you know, I think pigmentation gets a bad rap sometimes, that people think this primer is not really rubbed in well. People think it's required, and that if it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, it's a bad product. That is not the case. There are many times where I don't want a ton of pigmentation. On a day-to-day basis, I don't want to have to worry about fallout and all this kick up and putting too much eyeshadow on and having to go buff it out. It's just not something that I think half of us want, or more than half of us should want to worry about on a daily basis. So, all right, this is the star of the show. Fiona Stiles had all of her stuff 50% off for I don't know how long, but I'm so glad I got to it while I did. I got her 2 palettes, her eye palette, her face palette, and then 2 of these cream shadows. I picked this color because I have nothing in my collection like it. It's called Baltic, and it's described as her amethyst color. See if that will... Oh, it's so flipping amazing. It's honestly unlike anything I have in my collection. So I'm going to scoop a little bit out with my spatula. I do this if you're new only because I like to use my cream products on my clients as well sometimes, and to keep it sanitary, I have to use a spatula. So that is the color right there. I mean, oh, it's just so pretty. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm going to apply it with my finger. I mean, can you even? Oh, I hope that's coming across on the screen how absolutely freaking beautiful this shade is. I can't remember a time when I've been so excited about a color before. The formula, I mean, I'm going to take a little like Luxie concealer brush just to kind of get it right up in that crease. The formula is great. I mean, I found that it you know, it sets down fairly quickly. I didn't have any issues with the formula, but my true love comes with the color of this because, oh, it's just, if you have green eyes, don't even think about it. Just buy it. I don't care if it's full price now. Buy it. This is going to make your green eyes pop. Purple's really pretty on brown eyes as well, and I have blue eyes, and I really like the effect that this color gives. So honestly, no matter what color eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, but eyes that you have, I think this would be a beautiful color. So I'm going to go back into that sketch color and just kind of blend out, because I did take the cream shadow up into the crease just a little bit. So I just want to kind of blend out that transition. I mean, I could totally leave it like this and be so fine, but I did want to use some more of that Tarte palette the other day. So what I did was I went in with the two lighter shimmer colors. There's Vision right here. Come on, focus. Vision and then Imagine. So I wanted to use those two colors. So I just kind of mixed them both on my Sedona lace brush and put them over the top of that base. So the base itself is matte. So this just gives a little bit of dimension to it and it lightens it just a tad. So see, that just kind of lightened it up just a little bit. Now the final thing that I'm going to do is just darken up the outer V a little bit with this darkest color, which is called Impression. So it's just that dark color right there, and I'm literally just putting a very tiny amount and pretty much just like stamping it right there on my outer V. This is not going to show up much, especially over that purple, and that's fine. I'm not doing it to show up much. I'm not going for like a super dark eye. I just want a little bit of dimension in the outer V, and then I'll pull a little bit up in the crease to kind of bring everything together. Do you hear the wind outside? It would be storming and windy when my husband's not home, because there's one thing I cannot do, and that is wind. I can do thunder and lightning and all that kind of stuff, but you start talking about wind and I clean my closet out quick. Like, I'm not a wind person. So I'm just going to clean up the outer edges. I've not been this excited about a cream shadow, and I honestly don't know how long. I got the Arrow color, which is like a bronzy metallic brown. I like it just fine. I just don't, I'm not obsessed with it like this one, because I just don't feel like you can find this color in cream formula, especially, much anywhere. All right, I was sent the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer Corrector Duo, and I used this yesterday for the first time. And I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm just going to take the corrector side, the orange side. I guess both of them are correctors, but I use the orange for my under eyes. The only thing I don't like is that can you see, well, you can't see when I put a metallic something up there. The brush is already starting to fray, which, I mean, I appreciate the brush applicator, but I feel like if it was a doe foot, it would be a lot easier, because that's going to keep fraying really badly. This does have mineral oil in it. I don't know if you have really oily under eyes, if this is going to work for you, because it is a very oil-like in texture. And because I want to be super glowy today, for some reason, I'm taking my NARS Copacabana liquid highlighter, and I'm just going to highlight my upper parts of my high points in my face, should I say. That was really country. High points. I ordered the hot sand of this. I ordered the liquid and the powder, because I've heard excellent things about it. Today I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. I'm in the color Medium 06, and I'm using a beauty blender. Okay, so this is my last Saturday that I'm not booked for like the next 2 months, because wedding season's really starting to gear up. And so last night was Friday Night Beauty on QVC, and it was like a beauty event, and I got sucked in. Josie Marin was on there, and Chad and I are going on a cruise in June for our 10-year anniversary. We went on one for our honeymoon, and so we thought that it would be, I don't know, fun to go on our 10-year as well. So we're going to St. Thomas and St. Bart's and St. Kitts, I think. So anyways, I'm like, okay, it's beginning early of June when we're going. I'm not going to have enough time to get any kind of sun. So I got the Josie Marin tanning oil, and it came with like a illuminator, a body illuminator. And by the time this goes up, I probably will have tried it already, but if you have tried it, let me know your thoughts. It had very mixed reviews, like very mixed reviews. So because QVC has a pretty easy return policy, I decided I would go ahead and give it a try. And I'm excited and hopeful that it's going to give me some color, because I'm going to need some color. I'm going to go in with 2 concealers. I'm going to do most of my eye with Lancome and beige, and then I'm going to put a dot of the Shape Tape in my darkest crevices to help lighten it up. So because we're going on this cruise, I'm in need of clothes. Because if you have been following me for any amount of time, you know I'm a t-shirt and jeans type person. When I work, I wear all black. So I don't know. I mean, I wear dresses to church, and that's about it. I mean, I don't have a life outside of work and kids anyway, so it's not like we go out much and that I require a dress. But I'm in need of dresses. You know, like there's 2 formal nights. I have 1 dress that will suffice for one of those nights, but I need something else. And then I want just like sundresses and stuff. But I don't want to pay $300 a dress because I'm a t-shirt and jeans type person. I'm not going to have a ton of use for them once I get home, so I don't want to spend, you know, $300 a dress and wear them like twice. So if you have any, I say all this to say, if you have any like boutiques that you really like to buy from online, I get a lot from Jane.com. If you've never purchased from them, I will try to remember to link it down at the bottom. They also have a great app. It sucks you in. It's like reduced boutique prices, super cheap and super cute stuff. And most of it I've had like really good luck with. But I need some different suggestions. So if you have any boutiques that you like to get, like summer dresses, you know, sundresses, stuff like that, let me know in the comments. I'm going to bronze up with the NARS Liquid Laguna. I don't know. I'm just not a dress person. I've never been hugely into fashion. Chad is more into fashion than I am. Like, I remember when we first got married, I would come home, you know, in those days when all you had to do was work and come home. There were no other responsibilities, really. And he would, like, have bought me a new pair of shoes. And I mean, cute shoes. Cute shoes. He has really good taste. Or he would have bought me, like, an outfit. And I loved it. I just don't think to go spend my own money or waste my time. I cannot stand shopping for clothes in a store. I prefer to shop online. But I mean, like what you see right now, this is my husband's t-shirt. It's the Arnold Classic, which I just love. He competed in bodybuilding for like 25 years. And this is my favorite shirt of his. But this is like what I wear. When I'm at home, I'm in one of his t-shirts and jeans. When I go out, I'm in jeans and one of my t-shirts. It's just not the fashionista type of person. I guess I'd rather spend all my money on makeup. I set my under eyes with my NARS Pressed Crystal Powder, which I'm really sad about because I officially hit pan on it yesterday. Hopefully it will still last me quite a while, but I will definitely repurchase this one. Starting to peel, I believe. I did not do my retinol a couple weeks ago because I was traveling and I had somewhere to be this past weekend. I just didn't want my face peeling. But I did it when I got home, and so I'm a little behind. I did it on a Monday instead of a Sunday, so it's just starting to hit me. All right, I'm going to use my Fiona Stiles setting powder, and this is in the color Madison, and I'm using the puff just to like press it on my skin. This is one of the hardest powder puffs I've ever used. And then I'm going to use a brush to like kind of wipe it off. But this really, really is the best way to set your makeup. So the next new thing I got from Ulta is a new bronzer from Bare Minerals, and it's the Invisible Bronze. They also came out with Invisible Highlights, but I just got the bronze. This is in the color medium, and when you swatch it, when I first swatched it, I was like, holy cow, that's gonna be way too shimmery. But I think that that's an overlay because, well, I mean, I see it now, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it was a lot more shimmery when I first got it. So I'm going to go in with my newly washed Tom Ford brush. And I'm going to tell you that I actually, the last time I used this, I didn't use a Tom Ford brush. Look at, that's how much came up. It's not, it is very invisible. So I may end up You know what? I'm going to change brushes. This is just too fluffy. I'm going to use my Zoeva 126 Luxe Cheek Finish brush. I'm going to try to pick it up on that. It is very, I mean, it's, you have to really pick it up. So a little bit more picked up on that. And apparently I'm going to use my viewfinder as a mirror for this. This right here has been making, all these little hairs have been making my bronzer look so muddy lately. I'm about to finish up my second bottle of Women's Rogaine. And for some reason, it's just making my hair grow on my hairline, like right over here. But it makes my bronzer look muddy for some reason. And I know a couple of you have asked my opinion on that, and when I finish the second bottle completely, I will give it to you, because they say that it takes the entire 2 bottles to see the results that they claim you're gonna have. So that's it's just a very, it says invisible bronzer. I mean, I like it, but I really have to build it up, and I cannot envision this color working in the summer when I get some more sun, but I like it enough not to return it. And I feel like maybe if I would have gone like a shade darker, I would like it, because it does look really fresh and natural in the face. It looks kind of harsh right there in the viewfinder, but it's not, and we'll buff it out. Okay, I'm going to use the blush in the Tarte palette. It is called Boundless. I have no idea if this is in their regular line, but it's just a matte, very matte, neutral pink color. Actually, it's a little more cool tone than neutral. I have no idea if this is one of their Amazonian clay blushes. I don't know, do they make blushes that aren't Amazonian clay? I don't know. I'm not as well versed on Tarte as I feel like I should be. And then for highlight, I'm going to use my MAC Soft and Gentle. I don't know, I kind of wanted to go with the whole pinky purpley vibe, and this is a really pretty pink toned highlight, so I'm applying that with a Morphe M510 brush. And then I'm going to buff out everything with my Hourglass Radiant Light. It's just me and Moose here right now, and so I leave the TV for him on downstairs when I'm up here, especially if he's by himself, and I have it on like the Hallmark channel, and I hear the Golden Girls theme song. And I used to watch, literally in high school and college, I would watch the Golden Girls every single morning while I was eating breakfast, because it came on in reruns like it is now. It's just bringing back memories. I know it sounds silly, but I did. I watched it every single day. All right, so I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm just going to pick up this one transition shade Sketch on my Morphe M507. I want the focus to be that beautiful purple color, so I'm not going to do a ton on my lower lash line. I'm just wanting to bring that transition color down just a little bit. It doesn't even really show up that much on my lower lash line. Before I tight line, I'm going to set my face with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I don't know yet whether I think this is like the end all be all like so many other people do, but I also don't require a setting spray. I mean, I like the way it feels. It feels really nice. I just don't have an issue with makeup staying on my skin all day, so I don't know. I'm going to tight line. I decided to do a nude color when I did this look the other day, so I'm using the Marc Jacob Thin Highliner in Nudist just on my waterline. I don't know why I felt like, I don't know, I think this kind of helps keep it more like daytime appropriate when you don't go full black, because this could definitely be a nighttime look. Especially if you chose to do more dark colors like on the lower lash line as far as shadow, and then used a black liner in the waterline. You could totally make this a nighttime look, but I also think that this is daytime appropriate for me, especially when I use a nude liner. So I'm going to use the little eyeshadow that came in that kit, and it's the Tartist Lash Paint. I used this the other day too. It's got one of those really plasticky, spiky wands to it, which honestly just are not my favorite. I didn't dislike the mascara, but because I wanted to do almost everything that I did that day, I'm going to use it again and show you how it works. It's not my favorite. I'm not going to repurchase like a full size or anything. Okay, so that's with 2 coats in the mascara. Again, my lashes have looked better. It's not my favorite. I don't like plastic bristle brushes as a rule. This is how I separate my lashes. I am so bougie when it comes to my tools, aren't I? This is a freaking barrette. But it's what works for me. I can't recommend it because it's a barrette. But it has worked for me since high school, so that's what I'm going to use. All right, now let's do lips real quick. I'm going to use the Maybelline Matte Nude color in Beige Babe. This is the second color I got from this collection. I adore it. I adore it. I adore it. And I did not wear this the other day, but I don't know. I wanted to kind of spice it up. This is the Anastasia Lip Gloss in Dusty Lilac. And this is going to keep up with the, hey now, purple pinky vibe we have going on. I like that color. I love when I fluff up my hair after taking it down. It's so big and lion-like. So anyways, this is the final look. I really had fun doing this. It was very chatty and I enjoyed trying out these new things with you. I will say I do enjoy this palette for traveling, not a necessity. The Bare Minerals bronzer, not a necessity. None of this stuff's a necessity, okay? Let's make that clear. It's makeup. Makeup is not a necessity in life. However, if you are only going to get one thing that I used in this tutorial, it must be the Fiona Stiles Cream Shadow in Baltic. Hands down, so good. So, I will link all of the products down below. As always, they are affiliate links. I hide nothing in that effect from y'all. If you do use them, it does help me in some form and fashion. I get a small commission off the sale, and it just helps me to be able to keep buying things to review for y'all. So, I would be very thankful if you use them. If you choose not to, that's fine too. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you have not already, so you don't miss out on any future videos. I have started to buy for my 10,000 subscriber giveaway that I plan on doing. I've started to get a couple of fun things, so be sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on the opportunity to win that. And as always, I hope you all have a very blessed